Hello again. Today I'm recording a video all about the new D&D game that I'm running for the kids of Chaos Academy. As you probably know, that Chaos Academy is the name that the kids gave their school. So I've started a new game for the four youngest, so Gia, Eric, Dakota and Chiana. Zdeněk has decided he doesn't want to play in my game at this point in time because he'd rather be doing other things on his computer or whatever. So, the premise of this game is that the four characters are all playing paladins for a couple of reasons. A paladin in D&D is quite a good all-rounder character. They've got not only combat ability, but they've also got some healing ability and are very good against creatures like undead or fiends and things like that. And secondly, paladins are generally very good in their alignment, so I want the kids to play that good, virtuous type of character and not think that they can get away with anything and everything that they want to. Now, these characters are all Paladins of Torm, which is a warrior god in the Forgotten Realms, where I have based the game world itself. And they're starting off in the city of Waterdeep. Another thing about these characters is that they're all orphans, in that they've always been brought up by the Church of Torm, and they've always been told the Church always provides. So they don't need money or anything like that. They just go to the church and they're fed, they're clothed, they've got accommodations, they've got training there, and anything that they would otherwise require. Now, these four characters have been asked by the High Priest of the Church to go and investigate a up-and-coming evil that the Church has held or found information on. Now, I'm looking down because this one piece of paper, this is all my notes that I've ever written for this campaign. So it's partially thought out, but most of it comes from the old greying grey matter on top of my head. They've been told that the Lich, who has the name Kneds, which they worked out was actually Zdeněk backwards. And this is just a play because Zdeněk didn't want to play in this game, so I've decided to make him the bad guy that they're after. They've been told that he's a all-powerful Lich with hordes of undead at his disposal, and he's taken over a large multi-level dungeon underneath Waterdeep. Also, he's apparently in league with the Drow, or the evil Dark Elves in there. So they decided, they were given a couple of ideas where they might be able to go and find information. They ended up going into the trade district, and after a couple of side incidents there, they discovered an information point in a dark alley. So they went in there, and there was this sage that was awaiting them, and said yes, he could provide them the information, but at a price, and that price was a few drops of their blood. They balked at that and said, look, we're going to come back and we'll try and find information elsewhere, to which the sage readily agreed. Mainly because they don't know what that blood might or could be used for. So then they went to another thing that they heard about that's in Waterdeep, the Yawning Portal. Now, underneath the Yawning Portal is the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, which has been a fixture in Waterdeep for, well, pretty much since Waterdeep has been around. So they went in there, they discovered that there's this well in the middle of it with a ladder going down, and that they could, for the price of a gold, go down and try to defeat the denizens under there, which is not the idea of this dungeon. So they decided not to. Also, they didn't have any money on them. There were a couple of minor side encounters there which were quite amusing, but now they, at the end of the adventure, which was done yesterday, they decided they're going to go back to the church and sleep on it, and that's where I left the adventure yesterday. Already the older girls have decided that they want to play it again tomorrow, so they're going to be coming home around lunchtime, and we'll be taking up the game from there. And from that point they're hopefully going to learn where the location of this K'ned's, the almighty lich of undead, might be, and maybe begin going into his lair and dungeon and find out more from there. I'm not going to give away any real spoilers as to what's really happening or what they might find, but there is a book that I am really eagerly awaiting the release for, and it's called Candlekeep Mysteries. It's coming out in the middle of March from Wizards of the Coast, and that's where the adventure that they're currently on, that I've made up, is going to be leading to. So if anyone knows anything about Candlekeep Mysteries, or even Candlekeep in the Forgotten Realms on the Sword Coast as it is, they'll probably know what will be required and what they'll probably end up having to obtain from the lich there is. So any suggestions you might have for these 4 young Paladins of Torm that might be fun to throw at them, or anything you want to add, please comment below, and I'll be more than happy read them, and I might even incorporate some ideas into the game. So that's where we are at the moment. Again, please, if you like my video, please like. It sort of lets me know that I'm reaching an audience, rather than just staring at my screen in front of me and doing this for, well, grins and giggles. And if you want to, it helps me if you could subscribe to my channel and get notifications as well, if you want, when I post new videos up. Alright, take care, enjoy yourselves out there, stay safe, mask up, do your social distancing, all that type of stuff, and I'll talk to you probably very soon after my next session with the kids.